What's up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and I'm back on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and our theme park. So, when we left off, we did work a lot on the mine theme area, and I thought I would expand on this and actually start something new. And I'm actually going to build another roller coaster here in the backside of this park. So, this is going to be also, I believe, I can't remember it till the probably end. I recorded this so long ago, so I believe this is part of the mine-themed area as well. So pretty much, I created this very basic wooden coaster that actually turned out very nicely, and it actually turned the design. It's pretty smooth and just some hills, some twists and turns, and it's very compact as well. And the scenery that I put around it just made it pop and made it really good. So I was very satisfied how this roller coaster actually ends up turning out. So. I knew I wanted to kind of do something different and stop working on details and just start something new, and that's kind of what I did here. Is just I knew I always wanted to at least have one wooden coaster in my parks. I always end up having a wooden coaster, whether it be just a traditional wooden coaster or something else. So this is a very basic little compact design, but in the long run, the scenery just makes up for it and makes it look that much better once we get to the scenery part of it. So it's going to end up looking very, very neat, and I'm pretty sure this is still the mine theme. I'm going to include this in the mine themed area. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing that. So the mine themed area, I still have to work on some minor details still, and pathworks and stuff like that, and also the dark ride / outdoor ride, because it's both. A lot of people have been confused, like, if that's a dark ride, why is it so outdoor looking, kind of, you know? But it is going to have both. It's going to start out indoors and then go outside at the same time. So here I am getting to the end of the design of the roller coaster, or this wooden coaster. It's very nice. I was very satisfied with the design. A nice little compact design that worked very well. So I end up going ahead and trying to figure out what kind of coaster type I go with. The in-game type of trains, which don't look too bad in my opinion. They still work. And I just kind of tested out real quick. I'm not going to slow it down for the purpose of the video. You'll just have to wait and see what it looks like at the end. So you can see a little bit of a POV, fast forward POV. I just had to make sure it went through and was smooth and stuff like that. So it turned out very well, and I'm very satisfied with it. So not too short of a ride and not too long of a ride, so I think it turned out very nicely. And it stopped right there, so I had to adjust the brakes at the end. So I did get that adjusted, and as you can see, it's not a super tall roller coaster, and it's just a nice little basic wooden coaster that worked out very well, and I'm very satisfied with it. And then I decided to go ahead and do some terrain deformation around the ride and give it some details and just make it look better. And this is really where you make details like this just really make a ride pop and look so much better. And I was shocked of how awesome it looked and everything. You know, I didn't do too much on the hills here, just a little bit to make sure it didn't look, you know, too, you know, not real and flat and stuff like that, obviously. So then I go ahead and get some of this darker grass. I feel it looks more realistic anyways, and I think that I'll use that throughout the entire park if I don't eventually get my own custom textures or whatnot for the parks as well. So I decided to go ahead and put down these really cool little rocks and stuff that just kind of add a little bit more to it. And these rocks were really nice. I can't remember what set it was from, but these little mossy rocks. But again, a lot of people have been asking me what custom scenery packs I have and everything like that, and it's very simple. I try and leave it in the description. I think I've forgotten the last couple times, but it's called the Mega Mod Pack, and it is it's virus free. Don't worry about that. You just click on I'll make sure this time I have the link in the description if you want. It has most of the custom scenery I use in this park, so not all of it. There are a couple things I did add later on, but for the most part, about 99% of it is in there. So so if you want a lot of the custom scenery I have, it is a very big, large pack that has a lot of custom scenery, so make sure that you're prepared for that, and you install it correctly. Just go by the README file and make sure you install everything properly. And already you can see how awesome adding trees and some rocks makes this just makes this ride pop a little bit more, and it looks awesome. I really like the rocks; they looked very cool, and I thought that turned out very nicely. And I just couldn't stop adding because it just started to look really, really good. And I just love foliage and trees. If you know me, I love having a lot of trees in my parks, and sometimes I might overdo it, but you can never overdo it. If you know what I mean. So I forget. I'm pretty sure I was using Spice's trees here, and I think I end up using Station Jim's gardening as well, but I can't remember. And mix it in with those because I've been using those sets as well. So I just kind of leveled that out so it wasn't against the ground fully. And this is going to be a nice little wooden coaster that is, it looks like it's probably going to be around the center of the park because I'm going to have pathways going around it eventually and stuff like that. So I still don't know if I've decided if this is going to be part of the mine theme or a new theme or something like that. So I just wanted to create a new wooden coaster and just adding some details here with some friction wheels and some brake sections that make the ride just pop a little bit more with that wooden coaster set, that accessories. And I did not go ahead and start on the station building yet. I'm very bad with station buildings. I'm not the greatest, or queue lines and stuff like that. I need to work on that a little bit. But it will turn out all right, hopefully. And for wooden coasters, I usually just get rid of the supports by just clicking off the supports and create my own every single time, so that works very well. And here I actually go ahead and get started on with the supporting system, and which takes forever. If you know, supporting wooden coasters is kind of a pain sometimes because it takes a lot. And what I usually do is usually just do the straight parts first, just vertical beams, and then I'll go from there. So I mainly just add the vertical beams all the way up, and I do all the cross beams last, except for the lift hill. Usually the lift hill I complete fully to start right off, so that's usually how that works. And right here I'm just trying to get the bases here for the lift hill and first drop, and that's what I find really easy. And I do all the curves and stuff later because that's the more challenging stuff to actually support. So I'm actually using Big Burger's Timber, I think is his name. I think it's Big Burger, I can't remember. But I think this is his 2.0 set for his timber set that has very nice wooden supports that work very well, and he has very good footers as well for the wooden coasters. And I think I end up actually using his footers from his first set because I like those a little bit better than his second set. But that's just me. So pretty much just not much here going on, just more supporting. And the environment, I really do like how the environment turned out with the rocks and stuff. It just makes the ride pop a lot more and make it look more appealing to look at, more attractive and stuff like that. So and I'm always very bad at supporting when it comes to doing it the fastest way, because I always end up doing it the slowest way sometimes. As you can see, I just have like the 1H thing and just got tired of trying to figure out where and just build up the 1H all the way up, just because I'm so bad at figuring that out. So that's kind of where this goes. And then eventually I'm just like, oh my gosh, it takes too long. So I had to go back and get taller ones and try and match it up to where it needs to be and all that stuff. So supporting wooden coasters equals not fun. I don't know if I'll end up showing much off of me doing supporting again, just because it's so boring, unless people really want to see that and see how I do it. So I've supported wooden coasters in the past, not many, but enough to kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. So I'm trying to find different ways to make it a lot easier on myself. And yeah, so still literally, I think the rest of this episode is literally just me supporting this ride which is quite frankly very boring. So I don't think I'll do that in the next episode. I'll do something different, whether it's more details on the other parts of the park, or just connecting this part to the other parts of the park, and just connecting the dots and stuff like that. So I always recommend having the grid system on when doing these as well, because it makes it just that much easier. And sometimes it's hard to get your camera angles to where you need it to figure out where everything needs to go, and it's just stuff like that. So still nothing exciting except just building up wood. Yay. I do plan on lots of different themes in the park. I haven't decided completely what kind of themes I'm having. You got the mine theme, the medieval, which kind of goes with the medieval. It's kind of it's going to be more of a medieval theme park. So you're just going to have different types of medieval themes throughout, the mining areas where they mined and stuff like that. So I like to have little stories behind my parks, and it just adds more character and stuff like that. So I think it's very, very important to have those little details. It just makes the park that much better. I do like theme parks a lot better than amusement parks, simply because there's stories to them, and a lot of people don't know those stories, and you go discover them by riding rides and just exploring the parks and stuff like that, and it's just really cool. So it's very enjoyable, and I'm very excited for this theme park, because I've never done this well in a theme park so far. Can't use your words, Joe. Use your words. I've never actually been satisfied really with my parks before, and this one I'm actually getting pretty satisfied with of how it's turning out. So I'm very excited for you guys. I hope you guys are excited as well of how this park's turning out, and it's very awesome. I do plan on getting a nice B&M coaster later in the future, probably in a different themed area and stuff like that. A lot of people were requesting that dark ride, and I haven't built a dark ride in so long, so I'm very rusty on the dark ride. So I've been avoiding it a lot lately, so I haven't been working on it as much. So I need to get back into it and just try and create something, at least build the building around it and leave the roof off so I can add all the props on the inside. And I think it will end up turning out all right. Probably not the greatest in the world, but good enough for my skills, I would say. So but that's gonna do it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Have a great day, and cooler tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.